Good day to all of you children. This is Mrs. Florence, English teacher, Mahatma Gandhi Vidyalaya. Today we are going to learn an interesting topic in grammar called sentences. I hope all of you know what is a letter, what is a word and what is a sentence. A letter, you can call every single alphabet a letter. Letter A, letter B, letter C, and it goes on. And word, when you combine two letters, then you call it as a word. Or when you combine three letters or four letters, you call it as a word. And when you join two or three words and they make sense, then you call it as a sentence. Understood, children? So now let's go deep into the subject and know what is a sentence. To speak, read and write, we make use of sentences. Clear, children? This is the use of sentences. So what is a sentence basically? A collection of words that are arranged to put forward a sensible thought is called a sentence. As I told you, when you combine two-letter words or three-letter words and those words give us a definite meaning or makes complete sense, then we call it as a sentence. So now let's see an example of what is a sentence. Now I will give you an example. A big house he lives in. This is a sentence, it is a group of words, but this does not make any sense. So, this is not a proper sentence. Now, I will rearrange this. He lives in a big house. And so, this makes meaning, this makes some sense. And so, this is the correct sentence. All sentences begin with a capital letter, but they end with a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. Is it clear to all of you children? There are types of sentences that you have to learn, and there are 4 types of sentences. Let's see each of them clearly. 1. Assertive. 2. Interrogative, exclamatory and imperative. Let's go detail and see what are the types of sentences. The first one is the assertive or declarative sentence. A simple sentence that asserts or declares a person's thought is called an assertive or declarative sentence. An assertive or declarative sentence always ends with a full stop. So just a statement kind of thing, then you call it as a assertive or declarative sentence. Let's see some examples of assertive or declarative sentence. Assertive or declarative. So it means that both are same. Both are simple sentences. The normal sentences that we speak, we call them as assertive or declarative sentence. Example, Steve helped in cleaning the litter. So here Steve is a person who is cleaning the litter. It is telling us about what Steve is doing. The next example, the teacher was extremely strict with his students. This sentence tells us about how the teacher was. The teacher was strict, extremely strict with the students. This is just a simple sentence. Mother Teresa was born in 1910. So here this sentence gives us some detail about Mother Teresa and her birth year. So these are sentences that give us some information about each person, Steve, the teacher and Mother Teresa. And so we call them as assertive or declarative sentences. I hope it is all clear to you children, the assertive and the declarative sentence. The next type of sentence is interrogative sentence. A sentence that asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence generally ends with a question mark. So all the questions comes under this category, and so we call them as interrogative sentences. Now let's see examples about this interrogative sentences. How did you prepare for the competition? Did someone help you? What are your future plans? So all these are sentences that question somebody, and so we call that as interrogative sentences. You can see the question mark at the end of each sentence, and so it's very clear that it is a interrogative. Now next comes the exclamatory sentence. A sentence that conveys the exact feeling that the speaker wants to express is called an exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence ends with an exclamation mark. So an exclamation is the feeling that you express, your happiness or your sorrow or your grief or a surprise, then you call it as an exclamation. The feeling that you express is called exclamatory sentence. Now let's see some examples of exclamatory sentences. Oh no, I failed the test. How lucky you are. What an easy paper it was. So here each sentence expresses each feeling, and so we call all these sentences as an exclamatory sentence. Your grief or your sorrow or your happiness. Next comes the imperative sentence. A sentence that indicates a request, advice, suggestion, instruction, command or order is called an imperative sentence. An imperative sentence ends with a full stop. This imperative sentence can be an advice given to you or an order that is given to you or instruction that is being given by the teacher to you. All this comes under imperative sentence. Like the assertive and the declarative, the imperative also ends with a full stop. Now examples. Please keep quiet. This is a request from the teacher to the student. Don't go too close to the fire. Mother advises the son not to go close to the fire. Let's ask the teacher to help us. This is a request. Now they are suggesting that they will go and ask a help from the teacher. So you can see different types of request and an advice and a suggestion. So all this comes under imperative sentences. I think now you're clear about all those types of sentences. Now let's go into an assignment. Identify whether the following sentences are assertive, interrogative, exclamatory or imperative. As I read out the sentences, please make a note of it in your homework notebook, and then I want you to find out whether it is assertive, interrogative, exclamatory or imperative. And when I meet you in the next class, we shall discuss about the answers. The first sentence. Let's cook pasta tonight. Second sentence. Where is my pen? Third one. Today's class was very good. Sentence 4. Please sit down. Sentence number 5. Keep up the good work. Sentence number 6. Ron is ill with malaria. Sentence number 7. The movie had already started when we reached there. Sentence number 8. Are you joining us for dinner? Sentence number 9. How wonderfully he plays. And sentence number 10. Don't go too deep into the forest. I hope all of you have understood the kinds of sentences, and I think all of you will complete these assignments before you see the next video. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.